How does a bomb of a DoorDash catering order that is to pay me $72 end up paying only $4.52? I'll show you how it happened on this segment of the Gig Geezer. You know, I was actually thinking about what could I use as material for this segment of the Gig Geezer. And a lot of things have been discussed on my channel and other people's channels. And what you don't want to end up doing is actually repeating yourself. But I want to at least share something that hopefully will be of some inspiration and it would not provoke someone's jealousy. And by the way, if this is your first time checking out the Gig Geezer, hey, hit that subscribe button, give my content a thumbs up, share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. And if you're a returning visitor of the Gig Geezer, hey, thanks for stopping by. Now, I turned on my app about 10 minutes ago, and I'd been just driving around hoping to find an order that I can accept. And I also had on my Para app as well. And that's not a plug for them, but I'm just saying that is something that I use as a lot of drivers are using now. Well, the first decent order that I got came up, and I actually saw the Para blurb first before I saw the DoorDash order. And given how the last 2 days have gone for me, man, I can use something like this as a pick-me-up. Well, the DoorDash order is a catering order. It's showing 11 items for $22.04. We're going to see if this order pays exactly as Para suggested. Para is suggesting that this order is going to pay $72.05, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now, I've delivered to these people before on a few occasions. And the very first time, if memory serves me correct, that I delivered to these people, and if I'm not mistaken, it was back in October. It was a smash burger order that, according to DoorDash, it paid $15. But the lady tipped me with a $50 gift card from Visa, or it was a Visa gift card, in fact. So I know that these people, you know, they look out for the drivers. So you're gonna come along with me on this one, just to see what this one's like, and then I'll share later on how did this first half hustle end. By the way, now the other thought that I had was, what are some of the notable differences from 2020, 2021? Now, again, I've done food delivery app work since 2019. I first got on with Postmate. Then I got on with DoorDash. I then added Grubhub in March 2020. I added Bite Squad in September 2020. Now I've been with Uber. I've been active with Uber since 2016, and so I recall doing some early Uber Eats deliveries in which, oh man, it was like Postmate. And that I see why Uber Eats bought Postmate, because they had similar philosophies, at least early on. In the beginning with Uber Eats food delivery, they were primarily with McDonald's. That's the one place I do recall. I think they also had some deliveries from maybe it was Denny's. But the thing with Uber Eats was that you did not know what you were going to make until you dropped off the order, and you did not know if there were any tips or anything like that along with it. And so you may have spent 35 minutes in line and got paid only $4. Now, the one distinguishable thing about Uber Eats in the beginning was that you got wait time, and so it was okay to sit in line at McDonald's knowing that you were going to get wait time as well. Alrighty, so we're here at Zoe, and it looks like nobody's here right now, and that may be a good thing. Now, at this time of the day, Zoe usually has catering orders, other catering orders that they're also trying to get out, and also they've got the lunch people that are beginning to come in. Usually, you're gonna have to wait on, especially a size order like this. You're gonna have to wait, but we'll see. So come on inside with me. I'm a little bit in shock here. And I'm going to share you why. This is all spontaneous, man. I get inside of Zoe, and the people are familiar with me because I've picked up countless of orders from there. And I only go there when there's some money on the order. Now I'm going to go over it again. That Zoe order showed an offer of $22.04. According to Para, it's going to pay $72.05, and the tip, according to Para, was $63. So that's very much in line with how these people take care of the drivers. So I contact DoorDash support, and the guy processes the cancellation. I did not get $36.02. I got $4.52 out of that. Meanwhile, I accepted a stacked Uber Eats order, one for $8.83 and $7.85. It's probably a good thing that I did that after I realized that this big order, this unicorn, this banger, this bomb imploded on me. I've never had this happen before. Never with a big order. That's just the way this week has gone for me, man. I mean, it has been just like that. You're talking about a grind and a struggle. I might just say now the struggle continues, but yeah, it's been like that for the Gig Geezer this week, man. Can you believe that? A bomb of an order, one that could really loosen up your swing and certainly make your day a lot easier. Just basically, poof, failed to materialize. And all I got out of that was $4.52. Man, it's a good thing I've somewhat documented this one. But yeah, the only thing that I probably needed to have had was a dash cam, so that at least I could get the audio of the phone conversation I had with DoorDash support. Maybe I should call them back and find out, did they actually process this correctly? But knowing them, that's probably it. I don't know. What do you think? Hey, if you like the content that I've provided in this segment of the Gig Geezer, hit that subscribe button, give my content a thumbs up, share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below on this segment of the Gig Geezer and any other segment of the Gig Geezer. What would you have done? What would you do? Call DoorDash support again to find out, did they really process this cancellation correctly or what? I mean, man, I have had orders that failed to materialize. I mean, and I've documented orders that have failed to materialize. We're talking about $50 worth of orders over the course of a hustle. And now I'm almost about 40 minutes into this first half hustle, and I'm just trying to, I guess you say I'm in scramble mode again, just like that. I go from yeah, like ready to do a James Evans moment to now I feel like I'm a panhandler with a cup in my hand. Help a brother out. Alrighty, I'm actually just right down the road from DePrados, but I did call back DoorDash to find out why was this processed incorrectly, at least on my end. And the way they explained it to me was that because this was a large order, it was a drive order. So it appears that, number one, what DoorDash is doing, instead of the drive orders showing up on schedule, and then it's a random grab for the catering orders. They're just randomly assigning them to people, those who are I guess have, according to the algorithm or past history, have completed catering orders, and that's probably why I see still a somewhat of a reasonable diet of the larger orders. So the way it was explained to me, this order was to pay $71.99. The tip was $62.95. Because of it being a drive order and not what they call a marketplace order, or the regular orders in which you would get half pay for an order. So if that had been a regular order like from Panda Express, for example, and the offer amount was $22.04, I would have gotten $11.02. But because of it being a drive order, all I got was half of the base pay, which was $9.04. So that's why I got $4.52 out of all that. Now that's a mother for you. That is a real mother for you. But anyway, I'm about to stop here at DePrados and pick up this order, and I'll get back with you. I don't want to call that a scam of a situation though, but man, that's one that you really have to process real fast. But while I was inside of DePrados waiting for the folk to hand me the order, I happened to accept a DoorDash order from Main Moon for $11. According to Para, it's suggesting that it's going to pay $13.25. Now, how this soft triple play actually sets up, I will be dropping off once I go by Main Moon. And that's something I want to mention about that, because it deals with DoorDash kind of squeezing me from a time standpoint. And I think that is a subtle scam that DoorDash does to try to force people into contract violations. And this is the second time it's happened within the past week. Well, anyway, so what I'm going to do is go over to Main Moon and pick up that order. Hopefully they won't be arguing among each other about whether they have the items organized and ready. Go by there, pick up that order, drop off the original Pancake House order from Uber Eats, then drop off the second Uber Eats order, which will be from DePrados, and then drop off the DoorDash Main Moon order. Now, going back to the time element thing, last week I shared how I incurred a contract violation, and I gladly accepted that contract violation because it was a catering order that paid $34.98. The problem was that when I accepted that order, I had 4 minutes to get to the location, or if you want to include the 9-minute buffer there, I had 13 minutes to get to that location. There was no way I was going to get to that location in 13 minutes. Basically, the scenario was that sometimes you get an order and you're heading in the opposite direction of where that order is, the pickup location is located. Well, I contacted DoorDash about that, and I explained to them that there's no way that I'm going to get there in time. And so they explained to me, hey, it's basically you got to accept it or throw it back. Well, I wasn't going to throw away $35. I just wasn't. Well, this particular order, given how things have already started off for me, this order, I accepted it 2 minutes before the scheduled pickup time. Now, if you include the 9-minute 59-second buffer that I've got, I have another 5 minutes before I would incur a contract violation. Fortunately, this pickup location is right down the street. It's probably 2 lights away as I'm documenting this, so that's not an issue. And the Uber Eats drop-off is right down the street in the opposite direction, so I'm okay, so long as Main Moon has their act together with the order. So much for Main Moon. Main Moon severely shorthanded. I think there are only 2 folk working. No, there was 3. A third person showed up, but he didn't know what was going on, and so I walked out without a third order in hand. And hopefully, well, what I'm going to do now is just go on with the hustle. So much for the start of a decent hustle. I'm actually almost an hour and a half into this hustle, and all I'm gonna see is what, $4.52, $8.82 plus $7.85. That's what, $21 in 1.5 hours. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, yeah. So almost 1.5 hours into this hustle, and I will have made all of $21. And having been stiffed on on 2 DoorDash orders, basically. That's just the way it is sometimes. I mean, when things just aren't going your way, they aren't going your way. Alrighty, finally dropped off the 2 Uber Eats orders. The first one was a relatively easy drop off. That was at a bar and grill place nearby the main football stadium. The second one, though, was at the county courthouse. County courthouse is never a good place to go to for any occasion, especially when it comes to parking. But the drop off was for Richland County Sheriff, and so all I had to do was leave it at the metal detectors, and it was all good. But now I've accepted perhaps a soft triple plate. The first is a Uber Eats for $8.06 from Five Guys, Cinco Hombres, and then the second is a double stack from Moe's, and that's for $15.50. So maybe I might be able to dig myself out of this hole. I'm about 1.75 hours into this first half hustle, and if both of them, if this soft triple plate plays out correctly, maybe at about $44 in about 30 minutes, and that would put me at about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this hustle. Alrighty, we are about to drop off this second of this double stacked Uber Eats order, and just as I called, it would be about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this hustle once I drop it off. I did go ahead with the Grubhub order as well, dropping that off. Fortunately, I didn't have to take an elevator up to the 14th floor. Just as I was about to get into the elevator, the lady was coming out and asked if I was the person with her order. Again, 2 hours 15 minutes into this hustle, and we're looking at about $45. It's not a good day so far. The whiff on the catering order really has affected the hustle so far. You know, I've been saying all along how one order can make a difference, both good and bad, in a person's hustle, and that order certainly would have made a difference so far. Now, my thing is that I've been just trying to catch orders, and so after that botched order, I got the double stacked Uber Eats, 2 double stacked Uber Eats, and a Grubhub, so that's 3 orders, and then I had to throw back a DoorDash for $13.25 according to Para, because they just took too long. You know, given the fact that the restaurant was shorthanded, severely shorthanded, with only 2 people, one guy cooking and the other lady handling the people coming in and you know, bagging the orders and so forth. So hopefully I can catch 3 full orders over the next 2 hours, and hopefully those orders will put me in a position where I can say I've made it close for this first half hustle. Alrighty, let's bring you up to speed now. Really not even speed, but let's just bring you up to date right now. I accepted a 2-item DoorDash order from Chick-fil-A for $7. It was showing for $7.50. According to Parrot, it said it would pay $8.70, which is why I accepted the order. And given how bad things have gone for me so far in this first half hustle, I need to at least make an effort at unearthing myself from what has transpired so far. I mean, we're talking just shy of 3 hours now. I've delivered 1, 2, 3, 4 orders. I need probably 4 more orders. That said, right now, I'm really just trying to save face, literally. And I have not talked of saving face in quite a while. Not even in a non-segment scenario. But this may be the first time I've spoken of actually trying to save face. And to save face, that means to make anywhere between $75 and $84 during a hustle. I'm driving back out to a part of the metropolitan area that makes logical sense for me because it's closer to home. And then once I'm done, hopefully, then I can just go home and just put it behind me. Alrighty, well, we'll find out about this one. I guess I'm not sounding all that confident about this particular order. And the reason is that I have accepted an $18.53 waiter/bike squad order from Subway. But the location is suspect because in previous times that I have gone there, the merchant or the people have said that they don't do third-party orders, meaning that they don't do the Grubhubs or the DoorDash or the Uber Eats. And if I'm not mistaken, the times that I've gone there, it's because I've tried to pick up Uber Eats orders. So we're gonna drive over there and see what happens. I'm just not confident about this one. But when things have gone the way they've gone for me so far today, man, I don't know. I just don't know. But I'll get back with you. We'll find out one way or another. Alrighty. I exhaled in great relief when I approached the Subway door and I saw Uber Eats, Bike Squad, DoorDash as places in which they accept third-party orders. And the order was waiting on me. So that's $18.63. And just as I entered the parking lot, I accepted a $9.84 order from Uber Eats from Cinco Hombres, 5 guys. And that order is actually going in a linear path of as is the waiter/bike squad order. So we're looking at a pretty much a $28 swing there that will take me over $80 for this hustle. Now, that's saving face territory, but I would rather make it close. And so hopefully within the next hour, upon somewhere in the midst of all this, I'll be in a position to accept one more order, and then I'll be into making it close territory. Of course, usually or traditionally, or as it has been, any of those possibilities, all the above, it has been my history that if I can just make it close, somehow I'll find a way, in most cases, somehow I'll find a way to make my number for the day, which is $200 in a day. But I'll get back with you once I pick up the 5 guys order, and hopefully I may have another order to share that I've picked up as well. Alrighty, I'm coming back with a quick update. Now, I mentioned that I had in hand now the waiter/bike squad order from Subway for $18.63. Definitely something that makes a difference, and it certainly makes up for some of the loss from earlier today with that initial Zoe order. Then I mentioned that I accepted a $9.84 Uber Eats order from 5 guys. I've got that order in hand now. And as I was heading down the street, I happened to pass by Zoe, and guess what happened? Of course, I got a Zoe order for $8.25, which I definitely jumped on because as it turns out, it gives me a linear triple play. Now, why I say a linear triple play? Because the Uber Eats and the DoorDash orders are within like 3 minutes from each other. And in the linear process, or as most people say, that it's kind of along the way, both orders are along the way towards dropping off the waiter/bike squad order. Now, how do the numbers come out? Well, it pulls me into where I would call keeping it close. And keeping it close is when I make anywhere between $85 and $99 during a hustle. Now, I'm not entirely happy about those numbers, but I should complete these orders in the next 25 to 30 minutes, meaning that I will have been out for 4 hours, just about 4 hours, or just a tick over 4 hours. Now, I may just call it a hustle after that, but I'm going to keep my apps on because there may be a surprise Instacart order that pays $15 for 2 items and it's not going that far. You just don't know. And if that's out there, I'm definitely going to jump on that one as well. But that's where I'm at for this hustle. If you like the content that's been provided in this segment or in any other segment of the Gig Geezer, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give my content a thumbs up. Share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. All right, now I am several minutes from having dropped off the second of the triple play order, which is DoorDash that paid $8.25. Para suggested that it would pay $9.35, but it didn't, and I didn't get myself up for that one, so I expected $8.25. Now I say the second because there was no drop off for a third order, which would have been the waiter/bite squad order from Subway. For as much as I expressed not much confidence for that order, there was actual reason now to have not much confidence in that order, and I'll explain. Now, waiter actually sent me a text message upon my leaving Zoe asking if everything was okay with that order, and I responded that, hey, I'm on my way with the order. They said great. By the time I reached the first drop off, which was the Uber Eats order from Five Guys, and that was at a hotel, 5th floor, as you see on the inset. I'm coming down from the inset from the 5th floor. I noticed where there was another text indicating that the order may be a fraud. I didn't think anything of it, but by the time I got to the DoorDash drop-off, which I mentioned was about 3 minutes away, I noticed that the waiter/bite squad order went poof. Now, when a waiter/bite squad order goes poof, yeah, that means something went wrong. And that's the second time now that I have delivered a fraud that would turn out to be a fraudulent order by a fraudulent customer. And so what happens is that eventually you'll see the money, but you won't see it today. Now, that waiter/bite squad support explained that it could be as early as 24 hours, but up to 72 hours before I see that money. And so I'll get paid $18.53. I'll get paid, but yeah, down the road. So you've seen a little bit of everything with this one. You saw a catering order, a big catering order, disintegrate. And then you see at the end of the hustle, an order that was probably suspicious already expressed on my part because of the merchant. It turns out the order was suspicious anyway. What a 4 hours. What a 4 hours. And you were along to see it. And so if you like the content that's been provided in this segment of the Gig Geezer or in any other segment of the Gig Geezer, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give my content a thumbs up. Share my content among others, and I definitely welcome your comments in the section below. And by the way, again, I'm going to share it again. The Gig Geezer channel is gaining traction. And what I am going to do now, probably in the next Gig Geezer segment, is start acknowledging those people as it appears on YouTube, be it when YouTube indicates that someone has subscribed to the channel and or someone has commented that they've also subscribed. I'm going to start acknowledging you as well, because hey, this channel cannot grow without you. I'm Inwood Lane. Thanks for checking out this segment of the Gig Geezer, and as always, now may your grind continue.